everyone, and welcome to another session. Today I'd like to talk about something really interesting. If this is the first time you're joining us, as always, let me know where you're joining us from, and let me know your name, right? And if you hear anything that resonates with you, type in yes, or give me a thumbs up in the comments. I'm your humble host, Alun Da Silva, and as you know or may not know, if this is your first time being here on this channel, the purpose of this channel is to empower 1,000 Black women in tech to know their voice, to own their voice, and to amplify their voice. And today I want to talk about how to amplify your voice. Actually, I want to start a series on how to amplify your voice, and it's going to be a 6-part series. So today is going to be the first part. And today I meticulously titled it Introduction to Self-Empowerment and Voice. It's weird because how do you get introduced to your own voice? That was the first thing that came to my mind, right? And we're going to talk, and this is, if you're joining us here for the first time, I usually say this is not a monologue, this is a dialogue. So if you hear anything that resonates with you, just type a yes in the comments, or just give me a thumbs up. Let me know what your aha moment was. So today we're going to be talking about the first part of this 6-part series, that is Introduction to Self-Empowerment and Voice. And my first question to you is, what is your voice? Do you know your voice? Do you know your voice? And if you don't, we can find it together. And when we do, what would you like to achieve with your voice? What is the impact you would like to achieve with your voice? And finally, do you want to own your voice? These are the things that we're going to cover in this video. So number one, we're talking about self-empowerment. We can't talk about self-empowerment without knowing who we are, what our values are, and then what our voice is. So I wrote a few thoughts down that we were going to go through together. And this is a dialogue, it's not a monologue. I'm going to share some of my own experiences, and I'm open to hearing some of your experiences as well. So, understanding personal values and authenticity. Right? I know that the word authenticity, is easy to throw around left and right, but what does it really mean to you? I believe that authenticity is subjective, right? What does it mean to, it means differently to each of us. What does authenticity mean to you? And that's what we're going to cover today. So what are your personal values and how do you adhere to them? Let's start with assessing or understanding our own personal values. If we're ever going to talk about amplifying our own voice for positive impact, we need to first of all start with ourselves. First of all, understanding what is our voice, what is the impact that we would like to make, and then how do we first of all make that impact with ourselves? Because it always starts with the self. How do you make impact with the self? Right? And today I'm going to teach you a really, really simple breath technique that will help you embody yourself. Whenever you feel, oh my God, everything is going crazy, bringing yourself back. Every impact starts with the self. How can you make the positive impact that you would like to make in the world? How do you make it within yourself, in your own life, and then extend it outwards? And I would say it starts really with embodying. It starts with being comfortable in your body, being comfortable in yourself. And I was saying that I'm going to teach you a really simple breath technique that will help you come to your center. Every time you feel like, oh my God, things are going crazy, how do you get back to your center? So let's start with that simple breath technique, and then we'll go deeper into what we have to share today. So sit comfortably, right? And what we're going to do is we're going to do 7 set up. We're going to breathe in through, let's start with our right nostril. We're going to take a deep breath through our right nostril. I'm going to count to 6. And we're going to hold it for 3 seconds. And then we're going to exhale through the next nostril for 6 seconds. So it goes like this. So I'm going to inhale now. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we go to your next nostril. Inhale through your next nostril. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold for 3 seconds. And we go to your next nostril. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we go to the next one. Inhale. I think we've done this is 2 sets now. We're going to do 3 sets. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Then we inhale for our next from our next nostril. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that was 3 sets, right? Then taking a deep breath into your belly and release through your mouth, release sigh. Taking another deep breath into your belly, through your nose. Release it through your mouth with a sigh. Taking another deep breath through your nose. Release it through your mouth with a sigh. So this simple breath exercise, oh my God, helps me to get back into my body. Let me know what you feel. How did that make you feel? And if the first part was confusing, that is fine. We watch this video so you can understand how to do this. Really helps you to kind of coordinate the both sides of your brain. It helps you to just center into your body and be less in the flight and fight kind of mode. So that's one thing. So being comfortable in your body. Then let's go to what are your personal values and how do you adhere to them? Today, I'm going to share 3 of my own personal values. And you can also let me know what your own personal values are in the comments below. For me, I like to function from a place of love. And when I mean love, in this context, I want to say love and understanding. Like coming from a position that everyone is trying their best in their own way and always giving the benefit of doubt. I want to come from that position. So love and understanding. Number 2, commitment and loyalty. Like really being committed to whatever I do and the people in my life. And number 3, I would say my third value would be integrity. Integrity. I would say being real with myself, being honest with myself, and also being honest and real with the people around me. 3 of my values. I have a lot of them, but 3 of them. And how do I adhere to them? Right. So as I mentioned, I like to function from a place of knowing that everyone is doing their best. So love and understanding, and coming from everyone is doing their best and always giving the benefit of doubt. So many times when things happen, I would come from the position of, okay, I'm willing to listen and I'm willing to talk. Let's talk over this. When there's a conflict, I'm always a person, let's talk over this, right? And not really find the person, be open to really understanding your side of things. Then how does that manifest in my values of integrity? All right, so this is how it manifests and how I had to. So when something happens and when someone hurts me, I make sure that I first of all work through that emotion within myself and then make sure I speak to them and let them know that I felt hurt by some of the things they said or what they did. And I want to make sure I speak about that so I don't keep it within. And that is my own way of expressing integrity. Because sometimes people do things and they might not be aware that it would affect you the way it did. So I think coming from the place of love and openness and willingness to let them know that you're affected by this, for me, is part of integrity, doing the right thing and being honest with yourself and let them know that you were hurt about this and you'll like to move forward from this, and also let them know that you're not blaming them. You just like to move forward and even deepen your relationship with them. It is an option. So I have a few questions here just to prompt our thoughts. So I wrote, what does authenticity mean in this context? So what does it mean to you? That's what I mean. What does authenticity mean to you? So let me know in the comments below. To me, authenticity is being real. It means being real with yourself. It doesn't mean that you always have to say whatever you want to say or you can just cuss people out and everything. I think it's being real with yourself, being honest with yourself, being honest with the other person, and coming from a place of love and a place of wanting to improve things. That is what authenticity means to me. And then moving forward, I want to talk about the importance of owning your voice in tech, particularly if you're a woman in tech. Why is it important for you to own your voice? First of all, recognize your voice, own your voice. I think it's important for you to own your voice because when you get to know who you are, you can make a better impact. And most importantly, when you get to know who you are, you stop accepting any BS that does not align with who you are. And then today I'm speaking to those in tech. We do accept a lot of BSs just because we want to be nice. One thing I say is that being nice doesn't pay your bills. And I'm not advocating for you to be rude. I'm advocating for you to own your voice and not accept anything below who you are, your own identity. All right, and it starts with owning your voice, recognizing your voice and owning your voice. When you get to know who you really are, you don't accept any BS that doesn't align with who you are not. All right. Also understand what makes you unique. What makes you unique in terms of your personality and in terms of your skills. It's very important. Also understand. So we're talking about why is it important for you to own your voice in tech, right? And I said that understand what makes you unique. Owning your voice will also help you. But I feel like when you get to know who you are, it gives you peace of mind and better for your health. It also helps you to call in your dream job. Right? If where you are right now it's not what you want to be or you want to go to your next goal, knowing your voice and owning your voice will help you go to the next stage of your career. And I also like to move on and talk about building confidence and self-awareness. And guys, remember we're still talking about self-empowerment and understanding your voice. And we talked about understand your personal values and authenticity. Now we're going to talk about building confidence and self-awareness. So here I wrote, what does your most confident self that you can access look like? How do they show up? How do they speak and walk? So we're talking about building confidence and awareness. And we can do a little visualization and talk about what does your most confident self look like? In a world where everything was equal in your world, how would you want to show up? At this moment, I would ask you to kind of take a little pause and write down, how would you want to show up? If everything was aligned, everything looked the way you wanted it to look, how would you show up? How would you speak? How would you talk? Also, consider some of these tools. So if you're really going through a tumultuous time and you really don't know what to do, I recommend considering tools like forgiveness, reconceptualization, and meditation. Forgiveness, like letting go, letting go of anything that really hurt you. And reconceptualization is really reframing a situation where someone hurt you. Instead of saying, oh my God, this person is so bad, they hurt me, you could reframe it. Oh, this person might be going through something hard and that's why they reacted the way they did. And that just helps you to release that energy or that emotion, or at least part of it. And then if you're not doing your meditation yet, I would definitely recommend meditation. And there are different kinds of meditation, and you can find them on the web. I like to do guided meditations, and they've been really helpful to help me recenter and help me be more aware of myself and then improve my confidence. So today, the objective for today was to recognize personal strength and unique contribution, also develop techniques to effectively express thoughts and ideas, build a foundation for self-assured communication. So in terms of techniques to effectively express your thoughts and ideas, what I'm going to say is that when you become clear about who you are, write it down. We did this exercise, if everything was okay, how would you want to show up as your confident self? How would you want to show up? Write it down, because giving being clear in your head will also help you to be able to express your thoughts. And when you're and you can also get books on how to communicate effectively. But I think the number one skill in communicating effectively is to be able to process your emotions first, so that when you speak, it doesn't come, it's not a reaction out of your own emotion. So the number one skill you have to master, I believe, in my own understanding, when it comes to improving your communication, is self-awareness and being able to have been able to kind of work through, process your own emotions before you address it. So number one skill to improve your communication, all part of getting to know who you are, self-empowerment and voice, is first of all, bring self-awareness to the situation, process it, and then have the conversation. All right. So guys, these are just little prompts. Today we talked about self-empowerment and your voice, and these are just little prompts. I went into things like understanding your personal values, how to build your own confidence and self-awareness, and then we talked about some of the objectives that on what we covered today. So let me know what your aha moment was. Let me know if this was helpful. We are going to watch out for my next video talking about the second part of this video, which will be navigating, the tech industry. How do you, and we're still talking about amplifying your voice, owning your voice, and recognizing your voice. So it's recognize your voice, own your voice, and then amplify. We talk about amplifying your voice and how can you do that in the tech industry, in your world, working in the tech industry. So if you're just joining us for the first time, let me know in the comments below. And if, guys, I made this announcement, guys, I'm actually doing a very exclusive one-to-one coaching only for 10 people, and this is where I'm going to bring you into my container one-to-one. We are going to discuss the issues you're struggling with when it comes to your career, right? How do you handle overwhelm and stress? How do you have difficult conversations with your coach, with your colleagues and bosses? And most importantly, how do you own your voice to make positive impact in your workplace? So if you're interested, fill in the application, and the link is below. Fill in the application, and if you are the best fit, I'm going to reach out to you, and then we can have that one-to-one conversation. It's going to be 1 hour long, between 30 minutes to 1 hour, depending on your situation. So let me know, fill out the form and let me know if you're interested in this. Until then, I'm going to see you in my next video. Take care and bye for now.